the restaurant was louder than it needed to be. Polished glasses, low lighting, a private room at the back with gold-trimmed menus that still smelled like fresh print. My brother had chosen the place carefully, something expensive enough to impress his fiancée's parents, something photogenic. He looked confident at the head of the table. Always had been. He wore charm the way some people wear cologne, noticeable before you even speak to him. I arrived on time. Not early. Not late. In my coat pocket was a thick envelope. Inside it confirmation of 6 months, prepaid rent for the condo he and his fiancée were living in. My condo. Technically it had been an investment property. In practice, it had been my brother's safety net for almost 3 years. Late payments turned into partial payments. Partial payments turned into, "I'll get you next month." I told myself I was helping him stabilize, helping him grow up, helping him start his life. When he announced his engagement, I thought maybe this was the turning point. Responsibility, partnership, a fresh start. So I paid the next 6 months in advance quietly, no conditions. After dessert, as champagne was being poured, I stood. "I brought something for you both," I said. He grinned. "Already? The wedding's next year." "It's not for the wedding." I handed him the envelope. He opened it casually, like it was a birthday card. His expression shifted as he skimmed the page. 6 months' rent," he said, eyebrows lifting. His fiancée leaned over his shoulder. "That's generous." I felt something close to relief. Maybe this was how we reset. Then he laughed, not nervously, not awkwardly, just amused. "Throw in a year," he said loudly, "and maybe you'll make the guest list." The room responded exactly how rooms do when someone charismatic makes a cutting joke, light laughter. A few raised glasses. His future father-in-law chuckled. "Always negotiate up." My brother looked at me like we were sharing a private understanding, like this was normal between us. And for a second, I almost smiled along. I almost absorbed it the way I always had. But something about the way he said guest list settled wrong. As if my presence at his wedding depended on the size of my contributions, as if I had always been a sponsor first, a brother second. I stepped closer, gently took the envelope back from his hand. He frowned, confused. "Relax. I was kidding." "I know," I said. I reached into my inner jacket pocket and placed a second envelope on the table. Thinner, official. "Actually," I continued evenly, "you have 30 days to move out." Silence doesn't fall dramatically in real life. It thins out. Conversations stop mid-sentence. Someone sets down a fork too carefully. He stared at me. "What?" "It's a formal notice," I said. "You're 3 months behind. I've extended twice. This is the legal timeline." His fiancée's mother glanced at the header on the document. The property address was clear. My name listed as sole owner. "This is a joke," my brother said, but there was less confidence in it now. "It's not." I didn't raise my voice. I didn't list every time I'd covered his utilities or smoothed over a bounced payment. I just let the paper exist on the table between us. His fiancée looked at him. "You said the condo was yours." "It's basically ours," he snapped quietly. "It's not," I said. The manager of the restaurant chose that moment to step in, likely sensing the shift. "Is everything all right here?" "Yes," I replied calmly. "We're fine." Authority didn't need to be loud. The document was enough. The lease agreement, the payment history, facts don't argue back. "You're doing this now?" my brother asked, his voice lower. "I wasn't planning to," I admitted, "but I'm not negotiating my place in your life." His jaw tightened. "You're embarrassing me." I looked around the table. At the people who had laughed seconds earlier. "No," I said quietly. "I've been protecting you." And that was the truth of it. For years, protecting him from consequences. From discomfort. From the simple requirement of standing on his own. His fiancée didn't look angry. She looked unsettled. 30 days. Standard notice, nothing punitive. Just the line I should have drawn long ago. The rest of the dinner dissolved awkwardly. Conversations resumed in fragments. Glasses clinked out of obligation. When I left, no one stopped me. In the parking lot, I sat in my car longer than necessary. I didn't feel triumphant, I felt lighter. There's a specific exhaustion that comes from enabling someone you love. It's quiet, it builds over years, it disguises itself as loyalty. But loyalty without boundaries turns into permission. My phone buzzed later that night. Missed calls. A short message. You didn't have to do that in front of everyone. Maybe I didn't. But I also didn't have to keep pretending the arrangement was temporary. 30 days isn't revenge. It's responsibility. Whether he shows up to my life after that, on his own terms, without expecting payment, remains to be seen. For the first time, I'm willing to find out.